Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my intro for the project Level Up 2024 that was set up by Sophie Alexandra, which will be linked down below. The second half of my video is no pan left behind and general using your eyeshadows and reduction of eyeshadows. The first half of the video is different than the second half because I already filmed this and I decluttered that palette that I had rolled in. So for level 1, I'm going to redo it again. So level 1 is you use all the shades once and you hit one pan. 2, you use all the shades twice and hit 2 pans, and so on. I will be randomly selecting my palettes, and for my second half of the video going forward I will randomly select as well. Anyway, let's roll our palette. Okay, well this changes things. This is already out in my, well, I guess this is now going to be, this is the Dominic Latte 1, the first palette, and I had rolled this into the second half of the video, so I'm gonna have to roll out 2 palettes right now. So this one will now be my level 1 palette. So I guess you could disregard this palette in the second half of the video and I'll roll something else in for my no pan left behind. But I had already been using this. I'm not going to use, I'll use this shade once or intermittently, but I'm not going to try and hit pan on that shade because, here, no, I won't. I'll try and hit pan on something else. But we'll use every shade in here once and hit 1 pan. This is a handy palette because it's neutrals and colours, and that works perfectly for me, so I guess that makes sense. But now I'm going to have to roll another palette for my no pan left behind. I Need a Nude. The I Need a Nude palette is excellent because it is a new palette. I got 5 palettes in 2023? 2 of them I paid for. 3 were gifts. 1 was for Christmas. So the I Need a Nude palette I got in December. My makeup is like literally worse for wear. It's from Natasha Denona and I am going to no pan left behind this. So basically that means I just need to use every shade. I've never, like, I'm really bad on making sure I've used every shade, and this is a new palette to my collection and I personally love this formula. So that actually worked out really, really well. So in the next part of my video, ignore this. I'll probably try to cut this out, but you'll know what that's about. If you're not new and you're wondering where the hell I've been, thank you for your patience. I've been doing exams for a long time. I'm a trainee solicitor or a lawyer, and my commute to work or to it is quite far, so it's a 14 to 16 hour day it's a 14 to 16 hour turnaround before I get home. I still have more exams to do in July, and I know it's been many years of exams, but we're nearing the end, so thanks for your patience. Anyway, let's get into the video, but I thought it would be awkward not to literally address it at all and be like, 5 months later, here we are. As physically possible, chopping block, the whole shebang. I did do this inside my Shop My Stash. I'm not sure which way I prefer to do it, but for now I'm going to put it in here. 1 palette will be a singles palette. I don't intend on rolling them all out every update. Working my way through as much as possible. My Norvina, the first one, I think I got this 2018 Christmas from Porrick. Porrick is my fiance, for those of you who don't know. I do love this palette so much. I wore this shade the other day and I wore this in the crease, and this is like a dry liner, and I said to him, you know, what colour does this look like? He said brown on my eye. So this palette, I actually really like the formula in here. I don't like this shade. On me it looks like a bruise, but I do really like it. I kind of want to pan a few shades in here. So I suppose there's no better way of figuring out if you want to pan a few shades. I would like to hit pan in that first shade at least, but we'll do that at the same time. See what I mean? Just making new things up as I go. This palette is the Saharan 2 by Juvia's. So this is what this looks like. I really like this shade as an inner corner shade. It's really, really nice for an inner corner. Look at that. It's very, very nice. The formula is still really good on this one. These 3 mattes are really nice. This is beautiful. These shades are just so nice. This is going to be one I have to used full A in the first round. And then my singles palette, the first one that I'm going to be rolling in, I think I've 8. Now I count this as a singles palette at the moment, even though it's a pre-made palette. But yeah, I've 8, say. This is the first one I'm rolling in, and on my spreadsheet, we just call this the Z palette. That's the name of it, it's just the Z palette. So here it is. Oh my God. I've got 162 single eyeshadows. I did declutter a lot of them. I would like to declutter 3 over all of these palettes so that I can fit 3 that's randomly not fitting in my palettes, as well as using every single thing. Obviously I want to finish shades as well, but for now I want to at least come up with another 3, even though through using or decluttering, so that I can fit those other 3 in. But anyway, that is my kind of plan in my mind, as well as using things up. So these are JD Glow singles. I can go through the name of them as I use them. This is Sydney Grace. This is Beauty Bay Nikkie Tutorials, because I kept that. Colourpop, a combination, these pinky shades are a combination of like the Wine and Only, the Lilac You A Lot. I think one of these are from here. And then this is a free, what is it called? It's Natasha Denona single from the Love palette. I don't actually own that palette. Hungry Ghost glitter from Colourpop. More Colourpop and Sydney Grace Beauty Bay again, that palette, Nikkie Tutorials. These 2 were also free, and would you believe I used them so bloody much and I didn't pay for them, and then all the things I've bought and hadn't used as much, because I keep bringing these in a tiny little, I keep bringing these with me. When I go anywhere, I put them in here instead of bringing a palette with me. And then these 3 are Clionadh. So I want to use every shade in here. I think there's 25 or 26 shades. I'll write it down. But that's the goal. Like, that's a lot for me, because last year I think I wore makeup 152 days. I was quite sick, so for some of it, so I didn't have uses on those days. But the year before I came around 150 something as well. So it seems to be the number of uses that I have. So that's going to be difficult for me, considering all I want to do. But we're going to try work on these first. That's what we're here to do, get more palettes with pan in it as well as used. So that's why I really love this project. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go film my makeup empties, and I will see you the next time. Take care. Bye.